Hi, this is Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and Geo Collaborate. It's June 2nd, and we have a tropical system on our hands, folks. It is now forming off the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula. Remember, it was the remnants of Hurricane Agatha that hit southwest Mexico. Matter of fact, it was the earliest Category 2 hurricane to ever hit Mexico in May to make landfall. And now the remnants have moved across land, and it's now emerging off the tip of the Yucatan Peninsula, right in the Yucatan Channel. You can see it on the satellite image here. You can see some distinct rotation happening from the GOES high-resolution visible satellite picture from NOAA. And we're seeing some low-level circulation now. The planes have confirmed that. The Hurricane Hunter aircraft and the National Hurricane Center is now posted tropical storm watches for southwest Florida, southern Florida, and southeast Florida up to east of Orlando. I'm going to tell you that in more detail here in just a second. Let me switch over to Geo Collaborate and show you where those watches are. You can see here the green dots. That's the path that the center of the storm has been taken, at least the best track that's been estimated so far. We're going to zoom down into this because now there is a cone of uncertainty that has been issued, and you can see where the National Hurricane Center is forecasting that cone to impact Florida. Now, what that cone really means is that this is the probability that the center of the storm will pass within 65 miles of this cone. Within 65 miles, that's the center. This is not a damage path. It is a probability as to where the center of the storm is likely to move. That means impacts will exceed the size of the cone. So we do expect impacts. The National Hurricane Center has issued hurricane or tropical storm watches in these yellow areas that you see. And these tropical storm watches actually extend from the west coast of Florida Peninsula, south of the Middle of Longboat Key, and for the east coast of Florida, south of the Volusia-Brevard County line. And so that includes Lake Okeechobee. You can see that included here, but all this area in yellow on this map is now included in a tropical storm watch. So that means that tropical storm conditions are possible somewhere within that watch area in the next 48 hours. So preparations should start for potential tropical storm winds between 39 and 74 miles per hour. This official watch will continue in effect until the threat is lowered or a warning is issued, and that may happen during the morning tomorrow, perhaps. We've seen that the storm rotating on satellite imagery. I'll go back to that just briefly, and there are 35 mile per hour winds that have been detected by the aircraft reconnaissance folks from the Air Force. And the system's moving toward the north near about 5 miles an hour. So it's moving very, very slowly. The motion's expected to continue throughout tonight and follow that cone. And there's that cone once again. So impacts to critical infrastructure. We could see rainfall totals, and those rainfall totals could reach 5 to 8 inches or perhaps even more. What I want to show you, first of all, here is the forecast wind radii that's expected to hit Florida. That is these areas. So it's going to be in the front quadrant of the storm as it moves to the northeast. These are how far out the tropical storm force winds could extend. So I'm going to turn that off, and now I'm going to turn on the most likely time for tropical storm force wind arrival on the Florida Peninsula. So you can see here, this is Saturday at 8 a.m. Saturday at 8 a.m., tropical storm force winds will be just offshore of the west coast, but impacting Key West. By 8 p.m. on Saturday, those winds shall have moved off the coast That's the beginning of those tropical storm force winds. So it's during the day Saturday that tropical storm force winds are likely to impact central and southern Florida, south of Orlando, all the way to Key West. The other thing that we have to be concerned about is rainfall. I'm going to turn off the arrival of tropical storm force winds. That's the most likely time that the National Hurricane Center sees those tropical storm force winds arriving. And I want to turn on the Weather Prediction Center's 1 to 7 day quantitative precipitation forecast. Now, I'm going to keep the tropical storm watches displayed in yellow, but all of this area here is rainfall totals up to 5 to 6 inches of rain during the day Saturday, probably Friday evening into Saturday. But it drops off rather quickly as you get up towards St. Pete, where that's about an inch of rain that is possible as this storm moves through. Now, if it does become a tropical storm, it will be called Tropical Storm Alex. We'll be keeping track of it for you as it develops. Our next update will be tomorrow morning. Impacts to critical infrastructure. We think heavy rain and flooding could impact some power and utilities in South Florida, but we'll keep you posted if power outages occur. So I'm Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. We are now active with this tropical system. Could be Tropical Storm Alex, is forecast to be Tropical Storm Alex by the time it makes landfall in southwestern Florida during the evening Friday into Saturday. So we'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching.